Good morning. A view outside has some quiet conditions in our Storm Team Skycam network. We've got dry weather, clear skies, and just absolutely frigid temperatures. That is our #1 problem here in the valley this week, though we may introduce some snow into the forecast for tonight and into tomorrow. We'll show you that in a moment. Here's a look at our low temperatures so far this morning. They've been kind of variable. We've dropped a little bit, we've come back up, and our lowest temperature so far in Fargo, 19 below. But I want to point out Bemidji and Park Rapids both got down to the 30s below. That's air temperature, 32 below in Bemidji and 31 below in Park Rapids. Let's take a look at our current numbers. Actually, we're now back down to 32 below in Bemidji. So we're right back down to those low numbers. Fargo's up a degree at the moment at 18 below, and it's 20 below currently in Grand Forks, 26 below in Langdon, and 27 below in Fosston. Our wind chills are just as tough as yesterday, especially in the Northern Valley, where we have wind chills that are down into the 30s below to even a couple of 40s. We've got 45 below in Langdon. Your wind chill there, Thief River Falls, 40 below. Fargo's at 36 below. You might notice a big difference between Detroit Lakes and Fargo, for example. That's because Detroit Lakes doesn't have any wind right now. It's very quiet there. And in other parts of the south and east, we're looking at Bemidji, Wadena, down to Sisseton, all reporting calm conditions. So when you don't have any wind, your wind chill, or what it feels like, is your actual air temperature. We've got wind, though, in some areas out of the south or southwest, and it's less than 10 miles per hour here this morning. Checking out your visibility. Good reports for just about everybody. From time to time, we have some lowering in some areas, but generally speaking, we're doing okay. And your radar and satellite map shows some clear skies here in the valley, no snow to talk about. And beyond, it's looking pretty quiet too in much of the Midwest. Things do change for tonight. We'll show you that here in our hour-by-hour planner. We've got some teens and 20s and even 30s below this morning to start off. By 9 a.m., still on the cold side, but hopefully we start making a turnaround at that point. Getting into the noon hour, we'll see some areas starting to approach the 0-degree mark in southeastern North Dakota. And those of us up north who've spent much of the last several days in the teens below or more, we're going to warm up a little bit into the single digits below zero. So 8 below around 3 o'clock this afternoon in places like Thief River Falls and Roseau. Fargo, 1 above at the 3 o'clock hour, and 7 below up in Grand Forks. And then, of course, tonight, once we lose that sun, we'll start to see those temperatures come down. Here's the good thing. Clouds start to roll in with our next system, and that will allow our temperatures to level off and not drop much more, or actually help to warm us up a little bit even as this system moves in. So around 10 o'clock, we're still at 0 in Fargo. Notice we do have some scattered to isolated light snow showers out west. Those continue to just develop in the overnight hours and spread eastward. So by around this time tomorrow, we've got some light snow falling across a good portion of the valley here, and temperatures that are a lot more comfortable, even though this is still quite cold, being this low below freezing. Will be right around 0, a few degrees above or below, depending on where you are. And getting into the later morning hours, we're still dealing with some snow showers that continue to slowly work their way eastward here through the rest of the day. Getting into the afternoon, temperatures into the single numbers above. So, hey, we warm up. This is our one warm day coming up for this week, and then things do change quite dramatically as we approach the weekend for Friday and into the rest of the weekend. Checking out your rate or snowfall totals, rather, we're looking at most areas kind of right around that inch range, though there could be a couple of spots that get into that 2 to even 3 inch range for some parts of the valley. So checking out your forecast the next couple of days, Fargo, we might be on the positive side today, and looks even more likely on Thursday. Friday, things do change. High temperatures well below 0, but it's these lows that are going to be a real struggle. 20s to even near 30 below 0 again for Saturday morning and into Sunday morning. So your New Year's Eve forecast looks quiet. We'll have some sunshine for the day, but it's going to be another cold night. Maybe not as intense as Saturday night, but Sunday night into the teens to some 20s below 0. So if you have some plans to be out late for New Year's, make sure you're dressed properly. It's going to be dangerously cold once again. I'm hoping as we progress further into 2018, we see warmer temperatures as well.
That would be nice. That would be a nice New Year's present for sure. Well, with the kids out of school and maybe some relatives still in town, this might be the perfect time to visit a place in Moorhead. We'll show you the details about that coming up next here on the Valley Today.